On Valentine's Day 2000, a 9-year-old girl, AY-shə Degree, disappeared from her home in Shelby, North Carolina. Her case is one of the most baffling mysteries in U.S. history. Despite years of searching, only fragments of evidence have emerged. Today, we'll delve into her case, explore the timeline of events, and discuss ongoing efforts to solve this heartbreaking case. Asha Jaquilla Degree was born August 5, 1990. She was the youngest child of Harold and Aquilla Degree, and grew up in a loving home with an older brother, O'Brien. Asha was a shy, bright, and disciplined child. She excelled academically, loved basketball, and enjoyed reading and family activities. Her family noticed nothing unusual that weekend, but what happened next will leave them searching for answers for decades. On February 13, 2000, the Degree family went to bed as usual after a typical Sunday. Asha and her brother shared a room, and around midnight, a nearby car accident caused a brief power outage in the neighborhood. By all accounts, the family went back to sleep without incident. At 2:30 a.m., Asha's father checked in on the children. They were asleep. By 6:30 a.m., her mother went to wake Asha up and found her bed empty. Her backpack and several personal items were also missing. Witnesses later reported seeing a young girl matching Asha's description walking along Highway 18 around 4 a.m. Despite heavy rain and cold weather, she was alone and carrying a backpack. Two drivers came forward with testimonies. One driver saw a small girl in a long-sleeve white shirt and white pants walking southbound along the highway in the rain. Alarmed by the unusual sight, the second driver turned their vehicle around to check on her. But as they approached, the girl ran into the woods and vanished. The driver, unsure of what to do, decided not to follow her and later reported the incident to police. This is the last confirmed sighting of Asha Degree. By the time authorities arrived, there was no traces of her.
Transcript of 911 call for missing Asha Degree. Here is the 911 call from Harold Degree to police that lasted approximately 2 minutes, 40 seconds. The call was made at 6:39 a.m. Monday. Dispatcher, 911. Father. Yes, I'd like to report a child missing. Dispatcher. From where? Father. From my house. Dispatcher. What's your address? Father. 3404 Oakcrest Drive. Dispatcher. Is this an apartment? Father. Yeah. Dispatcher. Which apartment? Father. Apartment 3406. Dispatcher. Okay, is she missing from 3404 or 3406? Father. 3404, I mean. Dispatcher. There's not an apartment number? Father. It's 34, crying in background. Dispatcher. It's not like an A or B. Father. No, Dispatcher. What's your name? Father. Harold Degree. Dispatcher. Your phone number, Harold? Father. Gives phone number. The next-door neighbor said she went down the road and said she just seen a kid down the road. Crying continues in background. Dispatcher. What's the child's name? Father. Asha Degree. Dispatcher. What's her full name? Father. Asha Jaquilla Degree. Dispatcher. Can you spell it for me, please? Father. Ashajaquuail. Dispatcher. J-A what? Crying, talking in background. Dispatcher. J-A what? Father. J-A-Q-U. J-A-Q-U-A-I. A dispatcher. Degree? Father. Yeah. Dispatcher. How old is she? Father. 9. Dispatcher. White or black? Father. Black. Dispatcher. When did you last see her, Harold? Father. Last time I went to bed, she was in the bed. We got up this morning, called her to get up to go to school, and she wasn't in there. And her book bag's missing and her pocketbook. Crying continues in background. Dispatcher. So you don't know if she got dressed or if she still got on her bedclothes or what? Father. We don't know. Dispatcher. Was the door open or anything? Father. No. Her brother sleeps in there with her, and when he was in there, he didn't hear her when she got up. Dispatcher. Okay. Dispatcher. All right, Harold. I will get an officer to get in touch with you just as soon as possible. If you do happen to locate her, please call us back and let us know, okay? Father. Okay. Dispatcher. Thank you. Bye-bye.
From the moment Asha's family reported her missing, the Cleveland County Sheriff's Office launched an intense investigation. Helicopters, search dogs, and volunteers scoured the areas, and within 24 hours, small but significant clues emerged. Near a shed at Turner's Upholstery along Highway 18, about a mile from AY-shə's home, searchers discovered candy wrappers, a pencil, a marker, and a Mickey Mouse hairbow. These items were confirmed to belong to AY-shə. But then the trail went cold. For over a year, there was no significant breakthroughs until August 3rd, 2001, when AY-shə's backpack was discovered in Berks County, roughly 26 miles away. It had been buried in plastic and contained items like New Kids on the Block t-shirt and a children's book. This raised even more questions. AY-shə's disappearance devastated her family and shook the community. Her parents, Harold and Aquila, have never stopped searching. They hold an annual walk to raise awareness and keep AY-shə's story alive. Cold cases like AY-shə often rely on public tips. Even the smallest detail could lead to a breakthrough. Check out the latest news clip for this update.
Sheriff's deputies, FBI, SBI agents executed a search warrant at a home here on Cherryville Road in Shelby. That search spanned 2 days, covered a property spanning roughly 40 acres. We were first to tell you about investigators seizing that green car you see on the back of that flatbed. It is similar to a vehicle the FBI said was a vehicle of interest back in 2016. The vehicle is of interest because investigators believe Asha Degree got into an older green car the night she went missing. I want to read now, if I can, from the news relief, again, just sent out by the Cleveland County Sheriff's Office. It says the search warrants were obtained based on physical evidence directly connected to Asha's disappearance. It says multiple items of interest were taken from the sites, and those will be analyzed. Also goes on to say, this is important, it is important to dispel rumors circulating about the investigation. No human remains have been recovered.
It has been over 2 decades since Asha Degree disappeared, but her case remains open and her family still waits for answers. If you have any information about Asha's disappearance, please contact the Cleveland County Sheriff's Office or the FBI. Even the smallest detail could help solve this case. Together, we can keep Asha's story alive and help bring her family the closure that they deserve.
She is the type of child that would give you the shirt off her back. She never wanted anybody mad at her for anything. She wanted everybody to be her friend. She wanted everybody to be happy. The 20 years, I still believe my daughter is alive. I do not believe she's dead. And I know somebody knows something. I'm not crazy enough to think that a 9-year-old can disappear into thin air without somebody knowing something.
Take a look at what they believe AY-shə would look like today. There's a $45,000 reward for any information. If you have any information, please call 704-484-4788 or contact the FBI at 704-672-6100. Let's help this family get the closure that they deserve 20 plus years ago.